Well, hey everybody, good day to you wherever you are. This is Pastor Mark coming at you with episode 5 of Hearing Him First. And so if you haven't watched one of these before, you might be wondering, well, what's Hearing Him First? It's just a short video to encourage you and to get your day off right. Maybe even to help you to hear Him first, to hear God's verse, to hear His voice, to hear His word, to be sensitive to what He might be trying to say to you today. And so if you're watching this live, it's early in the day, and maybe this will help set your day on a trajectory where you're hearing Him first all day long. If you are watching this later on today, this is April 22nd, or maybe you're watching this some point in the future, and it can just be sort of a reset button or help you refocus or maybe even retune. If you think about a radio, and there's this analogy that I was thinking of this morning of a radio really only works when it's plugged in and tuned to the right station. It's always broadcasting, okay? So there's always the station that you want is always broadcasting. In this case, that's God for us. But if we're not careful, we can get our dial dialed into the wrong station, the wrong frequency. And maybe this is an opportunity to plug your radio back in, to start picking up the frequency of a God who loves you and who cares about you and who is always broadcasting that frequency. So we're going to be looking at 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 16 and 17. If you're watching this live, you might turn there real quick. I'll read it to you. If you're watching this later, you can hit pause and get out a Bible, and you could read the whole chapter if you wanted to, or at least have verses 16 and 17 open in front of you. And these verses say, in the New International Version, "May our Lord Jesus Christ Himself and God our Father, who loved us and by His grace gave us eternal encouragement and good hope, encourage your hearts and strengthen you in every good deed and word." Now, it's kind of a complex statement because there's really two things going on in this passage, these couple of verses. There's a prayer or a blessing that is for the believers in Thessalonica, and I think by extension for us. And then there's also a reminder of who God is and what He's already done that's sort of nested inside that. And so if you look at the prayer or the blessing first, that's the first half of verse 16 and all of verse 17. And it's focused on asking God to encourage their hearts and strengthen them in good deeds and in good words. And so if you just read the prayer, the blessing, it says, may our Lord Jesus Christ Himself and God our Father encourage your hearts and strengthen you in every good word, every good deed and word. But kind of nested inside that in the second half of verse 16 is this reminder of who God is and what He has already done. And it's a reminder that He is a God who loves us, that He is a God who has given us eternal encouragement. Think about that. And good hope by His grace. So it seems to me that it's almost like Paul saying, remembering who God is and what He's already done will actually help us to receive the blessing that Paul is praying that the church would have. It will provide the answer to that prayer. Because as we remember God's love, His grace, His encouragement, and His good hope, we'll be encouraged and strengthened in our hearts, in our words, and in our deeds. And so that's my prayer for us today, that whatever the day holds, that we would choose to remember who God is and what He's already done for us. And that as we do that, it would encourage us to do His will, to share His love, and to give His grace to others. And so that's my prayer for you today. And I want to just encourage you right now to think of someone that you can encourage yourself with a good word or a good deed, or maybe sharing this video with them, or writing a note, sending a text, making a phone call, and reaching out to somebody and just letting them know that there's a God who loves them, who cares about them, who's given them an eternal hope, and that would encourage all of us to acts of kindness, to good words, good deeds. And that's my hope and prayer for you. If you like this video and you want to find more videos like this, you can go to the YouTube channel, Hearing Him First. Just go to YouTube, type in the search bar, Hearing Him First, and that will bring us up. There's other videos there. There'll be more videos coming. and you can share that as well. So God bless you. Hope you have a great day, and we will catch up with you real soon.